Okay, so um, in the previous video, if you watched it, open. Okay, a lot of you might not have ultimate performance on the power plan. Most computers, brand new, with Intel, only have balance. There seemed to be a bug, or there's something going on with that, where you just have balance, and that's all. That means the machine is only running in balance mode. Even if you have quick CPU and try to force it, still won't come out of balance. It's going to still show the thing. Uh, so mostly Windows would come with balance, power saver, and high performance. If you don't see neither one of these, then your system is not offering you alternate choice. So on Intel, you have to disable the speed step. But even if you disable the speed step, you might notice that your processor speed will drop. And no matter what you use here, but at least you can disable the speed step and have ultimate performance and have the best possible speed ever come out of the system. High performance is good. Uh, if you ask the AIs, they don't know about the ultimate performance. They'll say it's the same thing as this. But yeah, you have to, if you have an Intel machine, you have to create a CMD. That's like a batch file, but without the echo. There's no at echo in there. You just put the command. So I'll say add reg key HKLM so and so forth. I was trying to put the reg key in there, but it's difficult because it uses a different kind of format. So I created a CMD, a command prompt, command code, and hit run as admin. But the thing with that is you have to put pause. So you would put the average key, HML, blah 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 blah, and underneath that you put pause. So when you run as an admin on the CM, it'll pause, and that's where it'll say, did you want to change this reg key? Yes or no? And you don't see that if you just ran it without that command code. I'll give you an example. Let's see if we can get Notepad up here. Let me pause. Okay, so high performance, this is the code. So if you use PowerShell, this is the code. So you run PowerShell, yeah, you get into PowerShell. I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. I don't want my information shown. It keeps showing my information. Okay, so on PowerShell, right click, run as administrator. And what you would do is, this is for the ultimate performance. Copy. You copy it and you drop and you right click and you paste it. See? Well, I don't want to run that. But that's, and then you hit enter. Okay? So we're not going to do that. I don't want to, yeah. Because I don't want to change mine is working perfectly. Let's see if I can just backspace out of it. And that's PowerShell. That's how you would run that. But if it, and then you reboot the computer, you come back in and look into Quick CPU and see if you see it, if it's there. Now, if it's not there, see, another way to run it is you would set active from here. So you would run that, so you run this line here. You take this code. So what you would do here is like this. You go power CFG backslash set active. And then you would basically take this code, copy it, and paste it, and put it in that PowerShell. You know, that's all you have to do. You don't have to really do much. Okay, we'll launch PowerShell again. run as admin. Make sure you get the 64-bit PowerShell. Make sure you get the updated one. Okay. So then here I just copy this line. Now remember, you would run this after you run that, and then you just, and that's it. See, voila, it's there. See, and you hit enter, and it'll run, and it'll do it. So that's all you have to do. So if you're missing any of these, if you're missing high performance, balance, everybody got that. Power saving, you're missing that, then that's what you do. It says duplicate scheme. If it's not there, then it'll put it in there. Then scheme minimum. This is supposed to show you. I don't want to run it. I'd have to test it on another machine, but I believe it shows you what scheme you have in there and what minimum. Let's see. Let's see what that means. Oh boy, here we go. Copy. To be honest with you, I don't mess around with the PowerShell. It's a powerful. It's almost like the Linux stuff. Okay. Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have the browser open, Brandon. Oh, I turned it off. Oh, that's why I can't find it. Oh, we have a comedy channel for those who want to laugh. I do comedy. I know. I know. I'm doing too many things. Yeah, the Star Trek game. I didn't understand why the audio didn't follow through. I'll have to redo that because while watching, there's no sound. Right? Okay. I want to know. Oh, you can delete the scheme. I need this for the Intel because there's too many schemes in there. Somehow it creates duplicates. Um, what is that one we're talking about? Oh, /s. So what is /s? Why don't put this stuff in order? Why do I have it all over the place? I don't understand these people. You know, think. I don't even see the command. I can't run these because I'll show where I live and I don't want my information to show. Let me see if we can get the AI to work. Oh, well, I this one makes the what? Hmm. All right, okay. It's not important. I'll sit there and try.
I'll do it this
Oh,
way.
anyway, that's what these. That's how this works.
So
Okay,
I'm
and hit
installing
enter,
Windows
and
11
then close
Pro.
and reboot the
I
computer.
have Windows
It
11
should
Pro on
show
my
up there. If
machine,
it
but I
doesn't show up
had
in there,
the
you need the
old
registry
one,
hack,
H121. So I'm
and the record.
installing
Oh, I shouldn't say hack.
H3.
So in the registry,
I think it's
yeah, let
23.
me
It's
do.
called.
I
Well,
don't
the
want this
latest
thing.
one.
This I don't have to
I
with
mean,
the
today is
notepad. They made it so.
November 6th,
So in the
2023.
CMD,
This
it
process
looks like
took
that.
some time to
You save
do.
that as
Um,
my fix.
uh,
CMD.
to
That's how you would save that.
bypass the settings to
Well,
install it on
that's the name of
your
this.
machine. Because
But you have to make
I mean,
sure
if you have a
that it
Windows
doesn't
11
save this
Pro on your machine
notepad.
already,
That's a text.
Why can't we all have it on our
So you
older
go,
machines?
I
Why
should
do we have to go out and buy new
you go,
machines for?
it'll say
If the old machine, we spent a
add
lot of money on these
reg
machines.
key
But
or
anyway,
something like that. It'll just
so
say
I'm just making a short on this.
HL.
Okay,
Something like
that's
that.
it.
I'm just shooting out of my head. But when you add that, you need to run this PSUPUSE pause. So when you run it, the CMD command line interpreter, when you run this, just run it in Windows. You just right click on it. So you open up your files and you right click on it. Okay? So you right click and run as admin. It'll run. A DOS window will appear and it'll say it'll and you'll see that when you run this command, Windows is actually giving it permission to make changes to your registry. You say yes or no. Now there was a way to do it and force it back. It'll say like backslash yes, or like that, and it would install it, and you wouldn't have to run the pause. But you want to make sure it's gonna run. That's why we use the word pause. So you hit yes, and you'll see it on the screen that it ran and it added it successfully. Otherwise, you wouldn't know, and you don't want to go dig back into the registry. Once the registry modification has been made, okay, then you go back and you run PowerShell and you add these features, right? And then you reboot, and it should show up where? No, don't save. Close. Close. That's right. This should pop up automatically. I have this set like this. Start application and startup, minimize the system tray. It won't work that way. Some computers it works differently, and some computers it don't show up. Because I want to make sure this thing is loaded. Now it's saying that you see what it says 3.61. That's with ultimate performance. If you have problems, let me know. Just send me a message or something like that. And I'll give you the registry configuration. I don't have it on this computer because this computer on the AMD I don't have the problem. On the new Intels, 11th generation to 12th generation to 13, whatever it is they got now. I think it's 13. I heard this 16th generation coming out, but it's still 64-bit processor, and I don't understand why they don't change. I had a video talking about this, but I didn't post it about the processor speeds and how they all they're doing is modifying certain frequencies and allows you to run the threads, different how many applications you can run at the same time before it buckles down. Even if you have 4 core, you really only have a dual core, and because that's what see the number of cores it says 2, logical processors 4, pretty much that. Well, this is an AMD on the other one it shows it differently. So logical processors of 4. And that's how it is. But you gotta do like 4 different tasks. And the new ones they can do 12 different things with the core. So they figured out how to tweak the CPU die cast the way they have. I don't know. I haven't seen those kind. I know you see mine says 3.61 gigahertz. That's almost 4 gigahertz. But this is an APU, accelerated processor for AMD. And there's a lot of weird stuff with this processor. And these are the first processors before you have the Ryzen processor. So the Ryzen processor is an APU too as well. Yeah. Don't forget to check your virtual virtual swap or I call it VR, virtual memory, virtual RAM. That uses your hard drive. But the hard drives are slow. If you have SSD, EMC, or BWin chip in there, you won't really notice too much desegregation. But again, systems with 4 gig of RAM and 8 gig of RAM, today they're kind of slow. Even 16 gig of RAM, because you got to figure Windows is going to use a lot of RAM. So, 32 gig or higher. I'm sure 64 gig and 128 gig systems. But what bothers me is that we're still playing around with 32-bit, 64-bit operating system. See, this software right here we're looking at is 64-bit. Okay, so it runs better. I don't know I don't know what this company is using for their software. Um, if it's 32-bit, then the system's gonna run weird. Most of the cleaning software is 32-bit. And I did tell you all with your system. Now everything should be running when I click this button because I did program it to allow certain things to run and not shut down everything. Good, very good. So this is Wise Game User. Forget the name, okay? This is good. This clears up. It frees up RAM, regular RAM, right? And virtual RAM. It does your real RAM, your RR, your real RAM, right? And your VRAM, your virtual RAM. It does both. Perfect. It's free. That's it. Did I minimize that? What I do? Oh, that's it. I run that now and then, and you free up with the RAM. Wow, my processor is running at 3.61 hertz. One time I displayed it was running at 4.44. I'm sure Mr. The Code Bang guy, has some fix. I don't know. Well, maybe it's running because it's running Ultimate Performance. Like I said, if you reboot the computer and you don't see Ultimate Performance, then you need the registry modification. I don't have it on this computer. I don't have the problem. I can't find on this. Remember, I lost my NAS. I know I should use my cloud stuff, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes the cloud don't work right. It's slow. I understand how the thing works. I do have 50 gigs free of storage. He had a promotion. One of the cloud companies. I was in the right spot, so I have 50 gigs free of storage. That's a gig. It's not a terabyte, but it's better than nothing. I should use that. But they make it complicated to use their interface. It's like before. Okay, I turned on PC audio, so you should hear clicks, all sorts of things in the background. But I'll run the Star Trek game again. I'm a little disappointed in that. Okay, well that's about it. I just want to show you how that is and how do you get that. I did display it on the screen. I mean, like, so for those of you, you know, it's better to find these codes online. Okay, if not, they're here. They have to. You can't make a mistake, otherwise it won't work. But that's what you're doing. You're modifying your power plans. You can do it because if you go use the old style power plan, right? You can go in there and do it there too. Um, I don't know if we can bring up the control panel. Control. See, there it is. It's in there. See, high performance favors performance but uses more electricity, saves energy, reducing computer's performance where possible. Quick CPU scheme automatically balances performance with energy consumption and capital hardware. Okay, that's that one. Then you have ultimate provides ultimate performance of higher end PCs. So if you got a higher end PC there, then you do it here. But you can change the plans in here. You just go into the control panel, type power options, it'll come up, and you can change your own. You can do it this way manually, but like I said, you can create a power plan. I don't want to do anything weird because you can do it this way too. I don't want balance. Balance is too slow for me. I don't want it. I want the fastest we can get. The ultimate performance. Because you want ultimate performance. That's what you want. You want the fastest that you can get your system to be. Hey, if you found this video helpful in your daily life with your computer, all I ask is if you say, hey, thanks, subscribe to say thanks. Okay? Thanks, 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 thanks to say thanks. Thanks, Albert, for this, but check and subscribe. I'm trying to get the channel as high as I can. That's the goal. 500, 1,000. I don't know. I have to see. I think I have to go to 1,000 subscribers. Come on, we all can do it. There's a lot of you here, and some of you have been around. You stick around. Thanks. When I get more money, okay, I will start buying electronics. There's a lot of things I like to get. When the Slick Deals, I looked at my Slick Deals account because I did a video, and the Canon image printer deal was $199. This thing here now is like $400. But this is a great system. You should hear that. It has touch screen display. At the time I was doing HP printers, and I was saying, hey, I work with HP, so what can I get a deal with them? But the Canon's made in Japan, right? It has a feeder. It has everything we have. It's pretty heavy, but I remember the girl from FedEx dropped it off. I said, "You need help?" She said, "No, I can do it." Okay, but yeah. But anyway, now you know how to get this and how to bring it and how to check it and how to fix it and how to do everything. Okay, hey, say thanks out by saying thanks by subscribing. Okay, that's it. All right, we're done. See you next time. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Oh, it's Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah, I guess, for those who celebrate.